staff and the people that we have met, they're genuinely nice. It's not because they're working here that they're being nice to us. We talk to them after their shift, after they're working, and everybody, just have a good time with the people.
The people are golden. They're super people, very inviting, very welcome.
To me, and I just want to say the outstanding thing for me is the treatment that you get here from the staff is second to none.
Adrenaline, mama's boys need not apply.
Harry Edwards Jewelers takes your shopping experience to the next level with personal shopping like no other available in St. Lucia.
You guys gonna love this too.
Present our personal shopping card to your hotel concierge or contact us directly for luxury personal shopping at its best. Whether at your resort or to visit us at one of our locations, we provide a service both elegant and indulgent.
I'll size that for you, that's not a problem. Yeah, I size that for you. Like watches, yes.
Harry Edwards Jewelers makes your shopping experience unforgettable. Call to make an appointment at 451-6799.
Hello there and welcome to FACES, St. Lucia's premier tourism awareness program.
Hi, I'm Janaya. I'm from Corinth in St. Lucia. I've been working at Harry Edwards Jewelers for a little over 9 years. It's funny, I didn't actually choose the tourism industry, it kind of chose me. I've always been a people person and I kind of just fell into it. It's not something I really planned to do, but it's been fun. I've enjoyed many of the experiences I've had, meeting new people, different cultures, getting to know about the different jewelry and just pretty much anything in the tourism industry. You're exposed to it and then you get to deal with so many people that it's amazing. I mean, it's such a wealth of knowledge within this industry. I worked with an architect firm and I also worked in a little bar in the marina, which is also part of the tourism industry. So I did actually have kind of like a background to dealing with people on a daily basis. Well, I think being a girl, what I love about the tourism, well, not necessarily tourism industry, but what I love about working here would be pretty obvious, and that's the jewelry. I get to dress up every day. I mean, look at it, it's beautiful, right? But no, seriously, what I love about it is that you have the chance to be exposed to so many different avenues. Because I mean, you're not just based here. There are chances for you to end up traveling the world. I mean, it's not limited to just St. Lucia. You can go on a cruise ship. Once you have this kind of a background, you can possibly go and work in a jewelry store on another continent. So I just love the fact that there's so many opportunities.
I've been employed with Harry Edwards for the past 8 years and working with Janaya. She's a fun-loving person, down to earth, pretty good as a co-worker, team player. In terms of sales, we do anything to ensure that she's helpful on the floor, probably help close a sale or just do anything to make your job on the sales floor easier. Very technical. Besides the guy we have working with us, next technical person in terms of watches, sizing and all of that would be Janaya. So pretty much she's an all-rounded person on the sales floor.
I think some of my most memorable moments are not necessarily with the customers we interact with, but with the staff. Because when you work with people for so long, it's not just, somebody I work with. You kind of become like a family. You see them every day, you get to know them better than sometimes people in your own family. And the mere fact that, you develop that relationship or you have each other's back. Some of my most memorable moments would probably be when we're celebrating in store. Like we'll do our own maybe Christmas or our own Journée Créole celebrations. And those are the most fun because then we get together and we just have a great time. Hopefully owning my own business, I'm gonna take what I've learned here and the training I've had and basically the interaction with people, and I'm gonna apply that in my life and then focus on my strongest traits and go from there. The best piece of advice I can give you is if you really want to be in this industry, don't give up. You're going to have obstacles, you're going to have people that get you down. What you need to do basically is just let it go. Sometimes you'll have an irate customer or sometimes somebody will come in and you'll not mesh with them, but hey, at the end of the day, it's what you're striving for and it's what you want to focus on, and it's about making a future for yourself. I think a lot of the time people mix it up because they think once you're in the hotel, you are just dealing with people, but what they don't realize is that we are all brand ambassadors of our country. And whether you're the vendor at the market with $5 keychains, or whether you're working in a jewelry store, or whether you're at the hotel, you represent the country, and that's the difference between the hotel industry and the tourism industry. You have to represent what being a St. Lucian is about. You have to represent how warm we are as a people, because we are one of the warmest cultures in the Caribbean. On a daily basis, it would really depend on the time of season. During busy season, sometimes we can get up to 5 cruise ships a day. So it's pretty hectic. Sometimes you're stepping on people's toes, you're rushing around trying to get the receipt ready, trying to box the merchandise. And then you have other days when it's really quiet outside, and that's the time we take to catch up on the products, to clean the cases, clean the jewelry. So it's never the same. It's never the same every day.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Was another name for the parrot.
The Amazona versicolor.
Amazona versicolor, that's right. Ferns have evolved over 350 million years ago. Yeah, the dinosaurs love this.
I've always said that the Visitor Channel, throughout its existence, truly understands what linkages in the tourism industry is all about. They are testimony. If you have to just look at their programs, and you can see that what they have been producing over the years. And the buzzword today in St. Lucia and within the region is linkages. They have understood it, and they've been practicing it over a number of years. So after watching the presentation today, I'm truly heartened by the fact that others, including the SLHTA, who I represent, the Tourist Board, as well as the Ministry of Tourism, understands the work that the Visitor Channel has been doing. And I would like to congratulate them for producing this, and I look forward, in fact, to seeing it when it is being aired.
I was going to be a pilot. I got my license when I was 18. But then I had a series of surgeries on my legs from a bad fracture that was not done well while I was growing up in Jamaica. And I failed the medical for the airlines. I could have been a commercial pilot in the bush because by the time I finished, I was in Canada and I did not adapt well to winter. So my idea was to be a pilot for Air Jamaica and go back to Jamaica, because I went to Canada when I was quite young. I did not want to be a bush pilot taking miners up to the north and landing on frozen lakes because I was escaping the cold. And I worked in construction with my brother, building wooden roof trusses. So I've always had that smell of sawdust in my nose. When I was living on my own, I couldn't cook very well. I was cooking at the age of 9 with an old kerosene tin, salt fish and dumplings down by the river, catching fish and crayfish and that kind of thing with friends, but it wasn't exactly gourmet food. Living alone, I was eating a lot of junk food and TV dinners. And then I decided I'm not doing that anymore. So I would go and buy a chicken and some rice and some broccoli and a few things and call my sister. Okay, I have this and this and this, what do I do? And she would talk me through it. And it would come out nice. And then I was doing curries, and then I was doing roast beef and other things. I was slowly developing a little repertoire where I could invite friends for dinner. And they enjoyed it a lot. That gave me a tremendous feeling of giving pleasure to someone. And I think I've always enjoyed some way of giving pleasure to people. So working in construction outdoors, driving forklift in the snow and building roof trusses on a cold steel floor did not appeal to me. And the cooking became more and more of a, I guess, a passion by that point. Early 20s, I wanted to become a chef and do this in a proper kitchen. I watched anything I could about it, which wasn't much. Now on YouTube you can learn to cook almost anything. So I put my name in for the culinary program in British Columbia, and I was on a waiting list for 18 months. And I finally got a call, someone had dropped out, can you come Monday? This was like on a Wednesday, and I said, yeah, I'm there. So I moved pretty quickly to be close to the college. I did a 1.5-year program at the British Columbia Institute of Technology, and that was the chef training course, all the basics. First of all, they test everyone that you don't have any communicable disease, and you go through a 1.5 weeks of food safety, food handling, and then you're allowed into the class. Not everyone got through that stage. I knew from the start, I like this. This is really cool. We were making stocks, we were making soups, and it progressed. And I loved every minute of it. I spent most of my time when I was not in class studying. They had an audiovisual room downstairs. I would go down there. Everyone else went to the pub. I was going to do this, and I was going to do it well. I was working at a very good hotel in Vancouver, the Pan Pacific Hotel. Pan Pacific Hotels and Resorts had properties all over the Pacific. I couldn't fly, so that was my ticket to tropical climate. No more winter, no more snow. That was about 27 years ago. I haven't seen snow since. I was offered a transfer to Vanuatu in the South Pacific, and quite a good promotion. So I was now a sous chef in the South Pacific at a 150-room resort, beautiful place, Le Lagon. A few years in Vanuatu, then an offer to go to Palau. I was offered executive chef in a 100-room resort, which later became 160. Palau Pacific Resort, absolutely gorgeous. That's where I learned to scuba dive. That's what inspired my first carvings, actually, in wood. People give off a vibe, and you pick up on it. And it was really positive and really pleasant. And I said, yeah, I want to work here. Although it was a much bigger place than I had worked in by about 100 rooms. It's more, it's 5 restaurants, it's more responsibility and more pressure, because that does come with the responsibility of feeding people, making them happy. Challenges as a young chef were learning to move quickly, not chopping off my fingers. It took 18 years to cut myself again. I did it pretty well though. That one took some stitches. Learning as quickly as you can, move as quickly as you possibly can. Eyes open, mouth shut. That's the general rule that I have followed for myself, and it worked well for me.
The transition from carving for the table to actually carving the table.
I started carving in 1999. I had been collecting carvings I had a fascination with sharks and a tremendous fear of them. As a boy, I had a couple of incidents in Jamaica with sharks, but they were fascinating to me. And I read about them, and I looked at pictures of them, and I bought carvings of them from all the little islands around, from the Pacific Islands, from Australia, from Asia, hung on the wall. These are reminders of where we've been. And I thought about doing it myself. I thought I could do that. And I just put it off. And no, you're too busy, you don't have time. But I went and I got a set of chisels in a hardware store, and I got a piece of breadfruit wood. And I said, I'm going to make a shark. And it was very difficult for me to use these chisels. So I came across a Dremel tool in a hardware store, rotary tool, little different bits and pieces that you can grind away or sand away and shape things. So they had that. So I got that, and it worked. And I shaped 3 sharks, and I mounted them on a piece of driftwood and took it to the local gallery. And the lady who owned it was very happy and said, well, I can sell that for you, and it's sold. And I thought, well, this is nice. I can make things that I enjoy making, and then I get paid for it. Type of carvings I do, the portraits and the faces are definitely Caribbean. And the marine life that I do are beautiful creatures that I have spent many, many hours underwater diving with in the South Pacific. I know them quite intimately. And they're like a souvenir, but it's not a trinket, it's art that will be a constant reminder of the people who come here. They meet a Rasta, they realize these are peaceful, lovely people. Or they go scuba diving and they see, or they go see dolphins or whales, you know, that sort of thing. To see something that they can take home and have it in a prominent place in their home as a constant reminder of their time here. It was from the beginning, and the reaction of the lady who owned the art gallery, and she had really nice things to say, and you have talent there. And I said, well, that's great. You know, I enjoy doing it. And she said, well, do more and I'll sell them. And she did. And then I was selling at the hotel that I was working at. So every day off, I was carving all day and night. I would sometimes be able to go home after lunch and have a few hours, come back for dinner. That few hours was carving. And with my rotary tools, it's sawdust and wood chips fly everywhere. So I am absolutely covered head to toe. But I have my air gun and I just blow off. Then I can go and have a shower, back in uniform, off to work. So that carving time was my pressure release valve that I could turn on and off. And it was really nice to have that. Know what it is that you want. Do what you love. Love what you do, and always do whatever you do the best you can. It is a very exciting industry to be in, all parts of it. It is something that you need to be sure you love it. You need to have good instruction. You need to have a very open mind to receiving information and acting in a way that you would be an ambassador to your place of employment, your country, your town, wherever it is. Be positive and know that whatever you put your hand to, you can accomplish if you believe and feel that you can do it.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me.